The village of Yumyuk lay quietly beneath the soft, golden haze of dawn. Red dust clung to every path, every clay hut, and every bare foot that dared step outside. Chickens pecked at the dirt, women swept compounds with palm fronds, and the distant sound of goats bleating mixed with the murmur of the river beyond the hill. In a small, crooked hut at the edge of the village, Favor, a girl of 12, stirred awake. Her thin blanket, patched with remnants of faded cloth, hardly shielded her from the cold. Her stomach had been empty for 2 mornings now, and the ache within reminded her that the last morsel had been a small piece of yams, shared with a younger boy who clung to her arm as if she were all the world had. Favor had no parents. No one in Yumyuk remembered her mother clearly. She had fallen sick when Favor was just a baby, and her father had disappeared into the forest one rainy night, never to return. The villagers spoke little of them now, and Favor had learned early that sorrow was hers to carry alone. But sorrow had not made her weak. Favor had learned to survive. She knew which goats were stray and which belonged to neighbors, which fruits were safe to eat, and how to beg for work with a humble bow of the head. And yet, some nights, when the wind whistled through the cracks of her hut, she would whisper into the dark, "I wish someone would see me. I wish someone would care." The rainy season had arrived early that year. Dark clouds rolled over the hills, and the red earth of Yumyuk turned to sticky mud that swallowed bare feet. Favor trudged through it, carrying a basket she had found abandoned near the market. She hoped to trade its contents for rice, a few yams, or even a scrap of fish. She passed by Mama Chica, the village healer, who eyed her with thinly veiled pity. "Favor," she called softly, "you should not go out in this rain. You'll catch your death." Favor shook her head. "I must, Mama Chica. I haven't eaten since yesterday." Mama Chica sighed, her hands wringing together. She could give her nothing but words. Favor lowered her eyes and moved on. Hunger had sharpened her patience, and every day was a calculation of risks and rewards. Mud or hunger, wet or weak, cold or starved. By evening, her basket was nearly empty, and the river had swelled, flooding part of the path home. Favor sat on a clump of grass, her legs caked in red mud, and her teeth chattered. She had no mother to wrap her in warmth, no father to curse the rain. Only the small boy, Chinidu, who slept beside her on a mat of old leaves, murmured, "Favor, are we safe?" She hugged him close, and for the first time in days, she allowed herself to cry. The tears mixed with rain on her dirt-streaked face, and she whispered to the sky, "If anyone is listening, help us." It was on the 3rd day of the rain